Hi everyone, welcome back to Liz's Scrappin' Studio, and we have gotten more than halfway through our 12 days of Advent calendar from Stampin' Up. So we are moving on to day 7. So day 7 down here in the lower left. And again, I have been very lucky. I've been very careful in opening these. So we're going to hopefully keep our trend or our success here. Oh my gosh, it looks like we have more dies. Oh, this is really cool. Okay, so this is our second set of dies. We got dies on day 1, and now that we are on day 7, we have another set of dies. So let me pull these guys out, and these are like a postage stamp set of dies. So let me find, I need another piece of white paper. Okay, well, we're going to flip this over. Okay, so we've got a large postage stamp square. This is, what is this? This is about 2.5 by 2.5. So that's a really nice size. I could see me using this on some Christmas cards that I'm working on. So we've got another square that is just over 1 3/4 a square, and then we have a rectangle that's just over 1 3/4 by almost 2.5, and then we have a smaller square that's about 1 1/4 1 1/4. So I didn't see this. Okay, so the smaller one has a double. Let's see if there's, okay, so most of them just have the single cut, but this smaller one has a double stitching. So it's going to cut the outside, but it's also going to give you a stitch mark on the inside of that one. So that's cool. Let's cut this one out. Let me just grab my piece here. And let's scissors. Let's cut this out. You know what? Let's just do it from here. Let's cut this like this. I just want to see what this looks like and give you an idea, but I think we can definitely use this on another card for sure, or we can use it on a layout. But let's just grab this and we're going to do our sandwich. Let's cut this and see what it looks like. Okay. So again, you have a negative space that you could use for something on all of these, which is always sometimes fun to do. But look at that. Look at that great stitch mark. Hopefully you guys can see that. You see that stitching? That's really cool. So this one has the stitching, but none of the other ones do. The bigger ones just are going to cut out and not have that stitch mark. But that small one's going to have that extra little jazzy stitch mark. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so that's day 7 of the Advent calendar. Come back tomorrow and we will do day 8. And hopefully we'll be able to, now that we've got a few more items with the stencils and the puffy stickers and now these dies, we might be able to make another project. All right, day 7's project. So I had this idea with these dies. Again, I can't believe we got 2 sets of dies in this, but I really love the shape of these dies. I think they're actually super usable. And the one having the stitching on it is kind of fun as well. But I had like this patchwork idea when I saw these shapes, like in my mind, I saw this patchwork idea. So what I did is I took out some of the papers and I took the die and I laid it down over a section of these big flower prints. And I thought, oh, that would work out great. I could create a patchwork from each one of these bigger picture or bigger flower designs that are on this paper. And so I just went through and I decided, okay, so I wanted to have a little bit of the green. So I did the small square on the green leaf pattern to give your eye a break. And then I also took the smaller pattern of the paper, and I, found a section that I liked on that, and I just cut them out and I ran them through my die cutting machine. And then I had some leftover pink that just fit when I cut it down for those other cards on day 6, just fit to create 2 of them of that smallest rectangle. So I really, really like that idea. And then what I did is I said, okay, how am I going to lay this out? How does it make sense to lay out? And I've got a lot of these pinks and greens in here, but I also have a little bit of blue. So I went ahead and I cut out that larger rectangle die, and I cut that out, but it was sort of flat on the page or on the card. So I went ahead and I got some Secret C and I cut that out. And what I thought, it just looked a little bit flat. I don't know. It didn't seem to go well with the scallops or the postage stamp look. So I went ahead and I took my scissors, just my regular old scissors, and I just roughed it up by using the edge of the scissors sort of at this juncture where the 2 points meet. It's nice and it's still got a little bit of roughness to it, and I just went ahead and roughed this up, and that exposed the white core. And so I liked kind of that look better with these. I felt like it gave it a more, I don't know, I just liked it better. So then I looked at the individual pieces that were on the card, and they were sort of flat on this card as well. They were kind of sinking into the white. So I thought, okay, so let's go ahead and do some inking around this using Secret C, which is one of the colors that is part of the DSP collection. Not that you're seeing a whole lot of it. I think you're probably seeing more Night of Navy, but you can see there is some Secret C here. So I'm going to just grab one of my daubers. I've got a whole bunch of different ones. And we're just going to sort of ink up the edges of these pieces just to give it a little bit of dimension. And you've seen me do this on other videos as well. And this is just going to help it sort of stand off of the page a little bit and give it a little bit more, just a little bit more nuance. I don't know. Is that the right word? I don't know if that's the right word. Again, I don't want to put too much on. I'm just trying to get a little bit of color on the edges here, just to get it to stand out. And when I laid the card to put the card together, as far as how I wanted to lay these pieces out sort of in this patchwork, I had a little bit of a gap in sizes, and so I thought that would be the perfect spot when I lay this back down. I'll show you. Perfect spot to lay our sentiment. So again, just adding a little bit of dimension with a darker ink. And you could do this with pretty much any color if you wanted. If you wanted to do the green, you could probably do the green. I just wanted to tie it into that extra piece of Secret C that I was adding to my to the back of my sentiment. All right, so I know this is not the most fun part of watching me put a card together, but just getting a little bit of color at those edges just to create this. What this does is this creates an illusion of a shadow and gives you a little bit more dimension on your card, because these are all going to be flat. I'm not going to pop any of these up. I'm only going to pop the sentiment up on the card. All right, so I think we're good there. Okay, so we'll close this up so I don't get my hands in it and make a mistake. Okay, so when I laid this card out, what happened was that that I had these nice blocks because I have these bigger pieces, but then I had some of these smaller pieces as well. And so that kind of left me this little gap right here that I needed to fill. And so that's sort of where I'm going to lay my sentiment so that I can kind of fill that empty space with that sentiment. All right, so now that we've kind of got all that inked up, we're going to go ahead and we are going to stamp our sentiment. And I really wanted to do birthday wishes, but I don't know if you can tell, it obviously isn't going to fit. But I am going to doctor my stamps. And this is something that you can do with your clear stamps. I am going to take my scissors and I am going to cut my stamp. And it will still work exactly the same way. It will, if I wanted to use it as a full line again, I can. It will go back together and it will still, if I just lay it on the stamp thing, it sticks back together and I can stamp it just like that. But in the case of this, it will allow me now to say birthday wishes. Here, get that on my fingers correctly. And be able to put that on this sentiment space. So I'm going to just pick that up with my block. And again, I'm going to season this up. And actually, I need my Secret C back again because I'm going to stamp this in Secret C. Again, to match the other things that I have going on with this card. And ink that up. And I do let my stamp sort of sit on my paper. If you give it a chance, and especially if you've got thin line stamps, if you give it a chance to sort of sit on your paper, then the ink will soak in and you will not have to push as hard. You do need to still have even pressure, but by doing it sort of that way, what it does is it allows time for that ink to actually soak into the paper. So that you can get a nice impression. All right, so this is going to go back on my carrier sheet, like so. And then we can do the assembly. And again, this is not a difficult card, obviously. This is a simpler card. Most of it was just taking the dies and figuring out the papers that I wanted to use. Okay, so I'm going to start with this large one first. And like I said, I'm not putting it, I'm not popping these up. All I'm doing is just laying them down. I'm going to put this one next because I've got a limited space and I want to make sure I've got it there. And I'm going to just work my way around this. I have some dust from my distressing that I did. Okay, so I think that works. We may have to move these slightly once we get them down because I didn't exactly lay it out perfectly here. Okay, so we'll get this guy on and our last square here. I'm actually going to move this guy down. Move this one down a little bit. Okay, so we're going to put some foam tape on, or some dimensionals on this. We do want that popped up, and then we will add this to our, nope, that's not even. Add that, trying to get it straight. Okay, and then we can add this into this open space, like I said, that we had from, you could certainly put another strip here. You could do another one of these little guys probably here if you wanted to, but I just thought that was the perfect spot for me to add this sentiment like that. And then I'm going to take a look at our day 6 embellishments, our puffy stickers, and see about what we could add. So this, we could certainly add the cupcake. Again, it's a birthday wish. And maybe we want to do a strawberry, a couple of these strawberries, like that. And if you wanted to, again, you could bring in your gold bling. But I think I'm going to just leave it at that. I think I think that's good. All right, so there is the final card for day 7. All right, I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 8.